So this is going to be interesting, guys. Basically, we've got a gameplay clip or a video from Nintendo via the Nintendo Today app, basically showing how easy GameShare between Switch 1 and Switch 2 looks, and it looks super simple. New generation, no big problem. You're going to be able to play the same games that your friends maybe own on Switch 2 with your Switch 1, and it's not going to cost you anything. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. I'm BestBuy. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Check the links in the description for Switch 2 accessories, micro SD cards, all the best Switch 2 gear, and check the links down below in the description for our Switch 2 hangout spot. If you want a place to hang out, talk about Switch 2, ask questions, just get hyped up on the Switch 2 release day, then check out our Switch 2 24-hour live stream 7 days a week, every day, all day, with a really great community. It's live on my channel page and also link in the description, so go check it out. So obviously Nintendo's been teeing up its GameShare feature for a couple of months now, but outside of flashy promotional ads, we've had no real indication of how easy it'll be to use in practice. That's until a new video shared by Nintendo Today showcasing exactly that, and surprise, it looks super simple, thanks for the heads up. The video was embedded in yesterday's Playing Nintendo Switch games on Nintendo Switch 2 topic, accessed via the news at the bottom of your app feed, and highlights the process of sharing multiplayer game between new and old systems. So as demonstrated, and we're going to take a good look at the video in a second, starting a GameShare session on Switch 2 is as easy as selecting the relevant option from a compatible game's start menu. The example is Clubhouse Games, the first title to get the GameShare update, but we'll see GameShare cropping up in the menus for games like Captain Toad, Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Odyssey and Big Brain Academy in the future. And here is the video. Shall we take a look? So here it is here, turn the volume up. So it's going to be just straight up there in the menu. Pretty cool. The main menu. GameShare. Hold your Switch 2 next to each other. You're switching your Switch 1. Boom. Start the session. And wham. Wham blam. That is super cool. Wow. As easy as that. Leave it up to Nintendo to make something like this super easy, right? Very cool. Sorry about the language, but I think it's perfectly understandable. If anyone doesn't understand, just ask. I can't get the videos in any other language. GameShare is one of the more exciting new features to me. The fact that Switch 2 can locally stream a copy of the game to an OG Switch is great. It's like an evolution of single cart multiplayer from the DS days. Cool. I thought it would be a simple screen share function aside from the games that don't need it, like the copyright-free Uno they showed in the initial trailer, but Ludo, it showed the table from opposite sides. Interesting. The main cool thing about the feature is the fact that it's not just sharing the whole screen, rather the game can actually stream a different screen to each console based on what that player should see, allowing for stuff like what you see here and also avoiding split screen for games that would usually use it in local player. They mentioned Clubhouse Games, they needed the ability to share different screens for different users, so yes, nice to see that as an option. Will be interesting to see how it all plays out. Mario Party seems pretty limited. For example, you can play on a single board with a pool of 30 mini games. Unless I'm mistaken, you can't do it for all. All for Mario Kart World, 3D World will have it presumably in the whole game, while NSMBUD will not have it at all. I wonder if the aspect ratio change is a limitation of the GameShare, but I hate that it does that. That's true. If you didn't notice in the video, there's obviously black bars on the Switch 1, pretty significant black bars when the game sharing feature starts. Obviously, it's not taking advantage of the whole, the whole screen on the Switch, which is a little bit annoying. I don't know why they couldn't have done that. Presumably, it's something to do with that little bar at the top, basically, just telling you who's in your screen game share session. And Senior Onion says, I really like this feature. I feel like it just makes having a secondary Switch Lite finally worthwhile. There's a little delay. I wonder how that would affect faster paced games. So yeah, we're gonna have to dive into this and see more about this. Obviously, after the Switch 2 comes out, I am super hyped. Cannot wait. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, click the bell icon if you want more Switch 2 news on your homepage every day, multiple times a day. I'm BestBuy. Check our links in the description for some really great accessories, Switch 2 micro SD cards, and as well as a link to our Switch 2 Hangout stream, which is live this second with a really great community talking about Switch 2 all day, every day. And it has all the latest news, it has content, has a stock tracker, and all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I'm BestBuy. Have a great day. Peace. And let me know what you think in the comments.